There are definitely some great things about Betty and the Beast. I don't think this would ever be one of my favourite episodes of Rugrats, but I did quite like it. This is the second segment of the 11th episode of the first season of the reboot, and this one takes place at Betty's coffee shop. I love that as a location. I just think it works so well. And there's a bit of an underplayed narrative, to be honest, involving Tommy and Mr. Timer, which is a little device, very well animated, beautifully designed, that Didi is using to help Tommy get used to time, kind of. But I feel like that felt kind of unnecessary. It never really felt like it had a solid role to play, and I feel like they could have done more with it or just not included it. But the gadget that I did love and that I think brought a great value to the episode is this beast, as they call it, this coffee machine that, of course, is of Stu's inventions. And they think that the machine has captured Stu and that Stu has become the beast. And it's a bit of a weird setup, to be perfectly honest. But the babies go off into their imagination and try and track down the beast, who is now Tommy's father. And there we have their imaginative play, and I don't really love it. It's very well animated, absolutely well animated. I love that Tommy's got little pointy ears, little things here and there that make it quite engaging visually. So I personally didn't love that part of it, but it didn't actually take up that much time. But it wasn't too bad. And other than that, not much else happens. I like kind of how it ended, and I won't say how it ended, but I thought it was pretty fun and very well animated, very brightly lit, a lot of bold colours and lovely things to look at. The cupcakes looked delicious. I don't understand how an animated cupcake could look so tempting, but it does, and it worked quite well. We have a full cast of characters in this one as well. We have Angelica, Tommy, Susie, Chuckie, Phil, and Lil, and Tommy's little broken stew driver as well, which is a shame. And we did have some lovely moments between Tommy and Stu as well, and lovely moments about fatherhood, which I thought was quite sweet. So, all things considered, it worked really well. And I love the name Betty and the Beast. I don't think it'll ever be a favourite episode of mine, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with it. It wasn't too bad. Sure, I didn't love the imagination scenes, but as I said, they didn't really take up that much time, and I wasn't really that bothered. It didn't hinder my enjoyment. So, definitely not a bad episode. Betty and the Beast, all things considered, is pretty decent.